afternoon. Welcome, ma'am. So actually, PT Usha needs no introduction. Saying that itself is a truism. She has been India's golden girl and the gold standard and the global standard in athletics. So, for people of many generations, including mine, PT Usha was many things. She was a symbol of resilience, hard work, discipline, and an example to show that India is gold standard as well as a global standard when it comes to sports. So she started her career in sports way back in 1979, and still she keeps on having a career in sports as the president of Indian Olympic Association. So when I was growing up in Kerala, for example, PT Usha was a household name. So if somebody was running good, people would say, okay, you could be the next PT Usha. If some kid in the school fumbled, the teacher will say, are you trying to beat PT Usha? So PT Usha by all means was a household name in Kerala and the rest of the country and around the world too. We all remember those moments from 1984 to 1986 Seoul Asian Games. There are many moments. Recounting all of that will be a huge task, so I am not venturing into that. So ma'am, we will be asking you some questions. The format is like that. So you can speak in Hindi, English, even if you speak in Malayalam, I can translate. That will be fine. So I think I should take the first question.
Though I am comfortable in Malayalam, but this is the national channel. I don't want to speak in Malayalam.
So ma'am, let me ask you the first question since I am sitting next to you and closer to you. So the year 2022 has been a landmark year in your life. You became Member of Parliament, you became President of Indian Olympic Association. So how do you see your tenure? Because it has not been very great in terms of, there were controversies, especially after the election of the CEO. So how do you see your tenure as the President of Indian Olympic Association so far?
It's all come because of my sports. My tenure as a President of Indian Olympic Association has been a journey of commitment and responsibility and on unwavering focus on strengthening in Indian sports. Since taking over, my priority has always been support to players, enhance governance structure and bring professionalism to IOA. And actually, yes, there have been challenges as it is case in any leadership role. But my focus has remained on working for betterment of Indian sports and ensuring that our athletes get the best possible support to excel on the world stage.
Yes.
Regarding the appointment of CEO, it was done as per the established procedures and in line with the IOA constitution and the directives set forth by IOC. Justice retired Nageswar Rao, appointed by the Honorable Supreme Court to amend the IOA constitution to modernize and professionalize sports administration in India. Difference of the opinion are natural in any organization, but my intent has always been at the best interest of Indian sports and stakeholders.
Yes. But many would argue, like when you,
While 12 executive council members have opposed the nomination and continued to block the appointment, my approach has been to work in a manner that uphold the integrity and future growth of Indian sports. Governance in sports bodies should evolve with time, and my effort have been aimed at ensuring transparency, efficiency and a structured approach to decision making.
Okay. So I'll ask a follow-up question. So now India is bidding for Olympics. So when you have a executive committee which is divided, when you have issues within, will it hamper India's chance of possibly hosting an Olympic Games?
Regarding India's bidding for the 2036 Olympic Games, our primary objective is to reinforce the foundation of Indian sports governance in infrastructure. Therefore, the need to ratify the appointment of CEO selected and nominated by the 3-member nomination committee as laid down in IOA constitution is very important. A strong and well-structured sports ecosystem is essential not only for hosting an event of such magnitude but also for elevating India's global sporting stature. By prioritizing governance reforms, transparency, and accountability within the Indian Olympic Association and National Federation, we aim to build a credible and efficient sports administration that meet international standards. The bidding process of the Olympic is an extensive and strategic endeavor that requires meticulous planning, long-term commitment, and a collective vision. As part of our preparation, we are actively working to enhance sporting infrastructure, streamline administrative process, and foster a high-performance culture across all disciplines. Strengthening athletes' development program, investing in world-class training facilities, and ensuring seamless coordination among stakeholders will further bolster India's position as a strong contender for the hosting the games. The IOA remains steadfast in its commitment to collaboration with all key stakeholders, including the Government of India, national sports federations, and the judiciary, to create a unified and robust framework for Indian sports. Through this collective effort, we aim to not only enhance the experience of our athletes, but also elevate India's credibility in global sports movement. Our focus extends beyond just securing the Olympic bid. It is about laying the groundwork for a sustainable sporting future that will leave lasting legacy for generations to come.
But your committee hasn't met for a long time. Executive committee, the meeting has been very tardy.
In regard no EC meeting, my colleagues have deliberately ensured that no recording of discussions take place.
Okay.
This lack of transparency allows them to manipulate the minutes of meeting.
You see today's generation and children, how do we compare their physical fitness with your fitness at that point of time? My second question, ma'am, you are called as the queen of Indian field and track events. So even we all grew up by knowing your name, PT Usha is so and so, PT Usha is so and so. So how do you want it to be remembered as by Indian people and everyone?
See, physics, you are asking about physics now,
Right.
Me and now the new generations. I have a passion because for me, when I started doing sports, I fully focus on my event. And sports is everything for me. So whatever my coach says, whatever to get improvement, I do with a passion and with the dedication. But now players are having lot of facilities, but I think they should have more on focus on their event. And physically they are not very bad, they are also good, because if I can do good performance at that year or that time, but we have lot of talents and physical eyes also is okay. And for me, after doing lot sports, and this is the big honor, like I announced my retirement in 2000, but now it is 2025, so long. But people are recognizing me, people are even using my name now. That itself is a great, that is a big award or reward I got from my sports.
So how do you want people to remember you? That was his question. Second question. What will
I
you
always like to be like PT Usha only. My sports, I don't like an IOA president or MP or anything. I always like PT Usha. Yeah?
The girl with the golden boots.
Yes, always I done lot of. It's my proud moment. Winning 5 gold medal. India won only 5 in 1986 Asian Games. But for me, I have won 4 gold medal at that time, and India was in 14th. I made India to be in 4th position. That it is a great. It's a big.
She is also known as Payyoli Express.
Yes. Yeah, people used to call me for from my heart. For with affection, if you call me Payyoli Express or if you call me Wooden Pari or Spring Tune, I am happy. I am PT. That is why I always like to be known as golden girl or like sport athlete.
Yeah. But tell us why don't we have another PT Usha? Okay, why don't we have that? And why do we have to wait and pine to have a good tally in an international meet, whether it is Olympic? And what is lacking in us?
Ma'am, actually, we have a lot of talents. We have seen my performance has come in 1980s, where there is no even good track also, and even I saw the synthetic track when I went to Moscow, and now players are having every facilities and lot of exposure, lot of foreign coaches, nutritionists, physiotherapists, whatever they need, government is supporting, but the passion and focus is from, it has to come from their heart, from players. That is very important. If you don't have anything, like if you have a passion and talent, and wherever you will be, you can make that place as a track. I did that, but that is lacking, and people should focus on their event. Not that they should do performance to get fame or to get money, or they should do focus on their event and achieve medals and for the country. Always they should think on country when they go for outside competition. So focus on that, and after winning medal, everything will come to them. That they should realize. They should not go to that, it will come to the place.
Hello, my name is Parvez. You talk about this good governance. So my question is, this good governance is in sports. How crucial it is for any sport to prosper, and for any sport to grow?
Because it is very important, good governance, because that is why I am trying from my IOA. It should be governance structure should be very good, and it should be a transparency should be there, accountability should be there, and so that now we can support more. If you do all those things, for that we have to have the CEO. Because and then we should bring the professionalism in there in sports also, so that we can support, we will get more sponsorship, and we can support more on sports. We can bring sports people in front, and we can concentrate on more on athletes, and this is very important. If it goes, and then step by step in grassroots we can support them, and each and every meet when they go, and they should go on with international whatever they need, we can support them, and so that they will also have confidence to achieve the great performance also. It's needed. Yes, it is, because see, they were in trouble. Wrestlers used to do good performance. They used to bring lot of medals, Olympic medal and all. And then when the association is formed, and when they got the affiliation internationally, and then we have removed the ad hoc committee, because we allow them to work independently, because it is an autonomy. We should allow them to work on their own, so that now the government is also removed, and it is good for the wrestlers that they can continue, and now they'll get financial support when they go for the competition outside. It is good for us, good for the wrestlers, good for the country.
Ma'am, if I can come in, like ad hoc committee you mentioned. So there is a bit of grey area there. Like when Boxing Federation had an ad hoc committee, the court said, why did you institute an ad hoc committee? When it came to wrestling, sports ministry wanted you to have an ad hoc committee. Can IOA, especially as the president, can you institute this kind of ad hoc committees, especially considering your committee is not on your side? How do you respond to that? Like ad hoc committee and its advocacy. Ad hoc committee, ma'am.
1 minute, I can take the break over.
No. You can continue. You can take a break also if you want to.
I will say 1 minute. Ad hoc committee, you are asking about the ad hoc committee.
Boxing Federation.
Our primary objective is to ensure that Indian athletes receive the best possible support and that our National Sports Federation functioning in manner that uphold the principles of good governance, transparency and adherence to the National Sports Code. Regarding the formation of ad hoc committee, I as president of IOA have acted in a good faith and in the best interest of sports, Indian sports. As the apex body of Olympic sports in country, the IOA has a responsibility to ensure that our NSF are functioning in compliance with the required norms. As for the recent Delhi High Court observations regarding appointment of ad hoc committee, we respect the judicial process and will act in accordance with the law. However, it is important to note that the formation of an ad hoc committee was undertaken after a few senior members and two office bearers of the federation requested intervention. Our action have always been in line with ensuring the proper governance of sports bodies and safeguarding the interest of our athletes. Since the matter is in sub judice, I would refrain from the commenting much. However, I will not hesitate to say that the recent event in the same federation are making daily headline in the newspapers. And this is something that we intended to preempt by appointing the ad hoc committee in the first place. The authority of the president to appoint an ad hoc committee has been a subject to debate. While many question whether the president has the unilateral power to take such decision without prior consultation or approval, it is important to refer to the provisions of the Indian Olympic Association Constitution. The Constitution does not explicitly mandate that the President must obtain prior approval from the Executive Council or the General Assembly before initiating such an action. Instead, the constitutional framework allows for post facto ratification of the decision at the subsequent meeting of the relevant governing body. This interpretation suggests that while it may be ideal for the President to seek prior endorsement from the EC or General Assembly, it is not strict constitutional requirement. The structure of the governance within IOA recognizes the need for decisive action in certain circumstances, particularly in matters requiring urgent intervention. As such, the formation of an ad hoc committee by the President can be considered a legitimate exercise of the executive authority. It is subsequently presented before the appropriate governing body for formal approval. This approach aligns with the principle of ensuring smooth administration while maintaining accountability, as any decision taken in this matter ultimately remains subject to review and ratification by the governing body of the IOA.
Yeah, fine, sir.
Ma'am, I have two subsidiary questions, but before that, I have to share my experience about your name. So, I was giving a national entrance exam for a school in class 7th, 1991. We were made to write your full name, ma'am. That was one of the exams marks we got for that, PT Usha. My question is about anti-doping issues, ma'am. You had been a strong advocate and a proponent for anti-doping matters. But when you see this since last 4-5 years, the cases have gone up, number one. So how do you feel, why is it happening even after strong anti-doping measures? Number one. And number two, ma'am, subsidiary question, that do you think it is a stepping stone to get a promotion or a job, that people are opting for these short-term measures?
I have always been a strong advocate anti-doping measures, not just to athletics but across all sports. Fair competition is the essence of sportsmanship, and doping undermines the hard work of honest athletes. We must continue to educate and support our athletes in understanding the risk of doping while also strengthening testing mechanism and ensuring strict enforcement. As sports administrator, it is our responsibility to maintain the credibility of Indian sports on global stage. India has had its fair share of challenges in regard, including a major doping controversy in weightlifting ahead of 2010 Commonwealth Games. Multiple doping violations led by the International Weightlifting Federation to impose a hefty penalty on the Weightlifting Federation of India as a condition for athletes to participate in the event. They ensure that the weightlifters did not miss out this crucial opportunity. Indian Olympic Association stepped and provided financial assistance in form of loan to Weightlifting Federation of India at that time, covering the penalty amount. However, this loan remained outstanding in this day, adding to IOA financial strain. The issue recently come into the Controller and Auditor General, highlighting the unresolved financial burden that arises from the episode. The audit underscores the long-term consequences that doping violation can have, not just on careers of athletes but also on the institutions that support them. Beyond financial penalties, such instances tarnished the reputation of Indian sports, leading in increases scrutiny and restrictions at the global level. This serves as a strong reminder that the fight against doping is not just about compliances with international regulations. It is about protecting the integrity of our athletes, our sporting institutions, and our nation's standing in the global sports community. Moving forward, we must enforce stricter testing, enhance educational programs for the upholding the principle of fair play. A zero tolerance policy must be our collective commitment to safeguarding the future in Indian sports. Our dedication to clean sports must be unwavering. We owe it to the athlete who train with sincerity, the fans who believe in fair competition, and the future generation who aspire to represent India with pride and honor.
Let me take you back a little to your own career. You met Milkha Singh, okay, at one point. So what was the advice that he gave you? One of the advice is very well known, but generally your encounter with him, what is the sense that you retain?
Yeah.
What is the sense of
Milkha Singhine കണ്ടപ്പോൾ മാമിനോട് എന്ത് ഉപദേശമാണ് Milkha Singh?
Milkha Singh itself like me only. Like he was a very hard worker. He did with passion and hard work. And his timing for running in 400 meters with 45.5 seconds. Still, how many are running here in our country with all the facilities? So whenever he meet me, he used to tell me that you should concentrate on one event instead of 5 events, and so that you can be a world champion.
But what did you feel when you missed the bronze by just a fraction of a second? This is what I always wanted to ask you since childhood.
Ma'am, actually,
Or a young age.
Ma'am, actually, my story is totally different. Now, before going for the competition, the players used to go to Europe and used to run many competitions, international exposure. For me, before going to the LA Olympics, I could run 400-meter hurdles only 2 times in India. That is with a big lead, like around 45-50 meters of lead. There is no competition. All my life, I did only 2 times my 400 hurdles. And my third race was pre-Olympics. When after reaching Los Angeles, I participated in the international meet in Inglewood Grand Prix, and I won with Judy Brown King from USA. So that is with that experience only I had gone and ran the heats. So when I ran the heats and came second, I was actually wondered. I qualified. Then I got little confident. And then I prepared myself for the semi-final because almost the heats, the last hurdle, I checked almost that hurdle and start and crossed and then gone and then I qualified. That is why I wondered. So then my concentration is on my full hurdles, like I should go on 17, my stride pattern. So semi-final, same. I ran with the Judy Brown King only. I ran with her and I won. I came first in semi-final. That is actually more confident I got it after winning with this lady. Then my coach told me that you ran a very slow race. First hurdle you ran a very slow 6.7 seconds. Normally I go for 6.2 seconds. So if you go on 6.2 and baki everything what you did is right and you will be the medalist, he told me. And the next day for the finals, my concentration fully on my hurdling. Like first hurdle I should go on 6.2, 6.2. That is my constant. I am okay. And there is no psychologist involved with me. People are coming and telling PT Usha ji, you should do good, that, this and all. I have a lot of tension. Means I don't want to have tension, so I avoid these people and I got my concentration on hurdle. Then I went for the 400-meter hurdles. I did a very good start, even you can see now. But unfortunately, that starter recalled that race. It's only because of that why I lost. You know why he recalled? I think that lady from Australia, Debbie Flindau, she was in 6th track. And she has, after one step, she has gone to falling down. Like, after one step, there is no need of calling. It is not a foul or anything. But it's my unluck or my country's unluck. I don't know. He recalled the race. Then I could not do my concentration has gone. I had started my anxiety. Like I had so if I get 5 minutes, I could have managed it. But I went to the start for the hurdle. My hand was shivering. My concentration is gone. So I have gone the hurdle 6.9. He told me to run 6.2 and I ran in semi-final 6.7. But it is 6.9 I went. It's the tempo, you know, first 3 hurdle if you go good run and then you can relax little bit and then you can accelerate. I do my strategy like that. So it is lost first hurdle itself. I gone 6.9. Then the wrong side I started accelerating. For third hurdles, I know that I am going 8th position. So that I started accelerating from the wrong side, where I should relax. Then I started accelerating, and when it come to 5th, I may be on 6th position, and when it come to 8th hurdle, I had come to 2nd, and when it come to 10 hurdles and running, and 8th line, that Judy Brown had come and she was landing, and I was on over the hurdles, and like 100 meters we were fighting. Though it is 400 only one round, but fully on tension only. Then I was running with this lady and finished. Then first announcement it came my name. Then they stopped the race and they were showing slow motion that I think it took more than 20 minutes also to announce the medal. They were showing up and down and then at last they said that I missed my medal by 1/100th of a second, and then the Kujakoro, this lady from Romania won the medal by 55.41. I did 4. It was so see, my race. The others all tired. They can't even walk. But I am not tired. It was there. My race is even I can do much better. But it comes with the exposure. You have to run 3-4 races before, at least 5-6 races before the big competition. That I have not got. If no recall, then I could have won the bronze. I could have easily won the bronze. If I dipped my chest, also could have won the bronze. And if I got the experience, could have won for the gold medal also. But that is my feeling. But I made my mind okay, because if I do.
Was it ironical that, you know, when you become president of the Indian Olympic Association, and in Paris Olympic, similarly, another Indian sportswoman just about misses the medal in similar manner. Not in similar manner, in sort of some kind of a in the Fogart issue. It's a bit ironical that happened. So, what is your view on that?
Actually, for me, it is not.
So much of controversy around.
Everywhere it is controversy only. I don't know. No, that is my big challenge actually. Wherever I go, it will be a controversial. My intention is not. It is not Vinesh. When I got up from my bed, I was so happy that we are going to get winning the gold medal next day. So when I got up from my bed, I got the message that something is happened in weight thing and something is going on. I am so bad. I'm fully gone, and I ran to her there. I am not that. It is not for me. It is not Vinesh. It is for India. We are missing the medal for the country only. When if one gold medal, we will be in so much of this. No, the medal tally we will come down. So I went and talked to her, and I don't know actually that time it's a rules and regulation, and but still after talking to her, I have not clicked any photograph of Vinesh Phogat. I don't know who took the photograph also. It came from my heart only to I just want to know what is happened to her there, and she is refusing to go to the hospital. She was so I think completely she is exhausted, and she doesn't want to go to hospital, and then see, at least we should save her also, na. Then I also pressurize her, not that this you have to go to the hospital, and then from there I ran to the wrestling association president, and I met him. And I told him and requested him. He told me very funny way that see, rules is same for everybody, not only for India, everybody. If you miss for 1 second also, this rules is same. We cannot change the rules for one for a country, for India or one girl. We cannot. So it happened for other two also. So I think it's more on me. She knows. Vinesh knows that how to manage. For her, because of this issue should not come. Issue in the sense, she was a good player and she should have. I want her to win medal. That is why whatever she requested, we supported IOA. Her 4 supporting staff personally for her we sent to Paris.
Yeah, but it was also said that the category which was given to her was not right because she was not being allowed to
that is what, no, madam.
Contest in the category which she would have been comfortable with. This
exactly, because she is a 57. See, if I am a 57 category, I should participate. If I try to reduce my weight and go to 50 category, it is very tough. I can run, I can do for 1 bout, and maybe I will manage for 2 bout. But how come she have to maintain her one competition? Her energy will lose, na. She has to take something. So that is why he has given me the class also from World Wrestling Federation. He said that it will affect their body condition. Later on they will have some problem if they reduce so much. Natural, that is why they encourage playing in natural category. So more on me that wrestlers knows and her supporting staff knows. More on me. I am an athlete. If you ask me about age and that, it is easy for me. But these boxers or these wrestlers, they all play under the weight, and before the competition, I think they will sign and give all the rules and regulations they know, and they will obey that volcano. Then it is not me doing things, no. Then why criticizing me? I don't know.
Not you per se, but what is your advice to young athletes?
They should go natural.
This split second loss of the medal.
My advice is if they can do there in that age, and if she is having passion and concentration and she is ready to do take load, she will be able to do in her natural category also. She able to win in normal category. So people should go on their natural category, so that the condition of their body also can be good, and it should not damage their body, and the same time we will be country will able to get the medal also. So I should support for their natural category.
The other question I would like to ask, and then others can.
Yeah.
Other question I would like to ask is, sports administration, whether it's athletics, whether it's cricket, whether it's kind of other team sport and football, anything. There is a high level of I won't say politicization. Politicization is a different word. There are too many politicians in sports administration. So do you think that is the way forward, or maybe if we sort of have more professionals and people who come from the various fields, that would be better and take India to a better tallies in international media?
Ma'am, things are changing now. Instead of the politicians, then now sports people also is coming in, and professional also should be there, and it's all mixed one. And it's not that though maybe he is a politician, he should know the importance of the sports. Then it is okay. And professionalist also, it's very important. That is why even I try to bring professionalism in IOA, appointing CEO things. So, and even sports person means they know the importance of athletes, and they know what they need and what they to achieve big performance, what they need, and all those things. Sports people also knows. But if only politician, if don't know anything about it, then it's not happening. And things are changing now.
Can I ask you a question? So recently, the former badminton player Purera Gopichan said that only kids of rich parents should participate in sports, because he had seen many poor kids doing nothing after they fail to achieve anything in sports. So what's your take on that?
What is it?
ബാഡ്മിൻ്റൺ താരം പയ്യൽ ഗോപിച്ചന്ദ്രയുടെ പറഞ്ഞു പൈസയുള്ള ആൾക്കാരുടെ മക്കൾ മാത്രമേ സ്പോർട്സിൽ വരാനുള്ള സാധ്യത കൂടുതലായിട്ട് വരാം. കാരണം പൈസ ഇല്ലാത്തവരുടെ മക്കൾ സ്പോർട്സിൽ വന്നിട്ട് സ്പോർട്സ് കളിച്ചത് ശരിയായില്ലെങ്കിൽ പിന്നെ അവരുടെ ഭാവിയെ ബാധിക്കും. മാമിൻ്റെ അഭിപ്രായത്തിൽ പൈസ ഉള്ളവരുടെ മക്കൾ മാത്രം സ്പോർട്സിൽ വരുന്ന ആ ഒരു നിലപാടിനെ എങ്ങനെ കാണുന്നു?
Spice, I think no, we should go on more on grassroots level to support the things has changed now. Government is supporting in, especially if you take about athletics, nobody from big background people are coming for sports. That is why we had a system now in grassroots level. That is why we say that we have all the schemes, top schemes or Hello India scheme. Everything is there, but we should go on more on grassroots level to support the players. I think last 10 years, a lot of facilities are provided by the government for the players to achieve, and but little more in what I feeling is need more on Hello India. If you want to get selection for Hello India, there also you need some winning performance. Winning. You should not go for winning. It has to go for raw. We should support the raw talent. Where maybe poor people will be there. So there we should support. You should not every time performance. See, the age of athletics may be special, especially when 12-13 years is the right age, not that 5 years. Or gymnastic and swimming or shuttle may go for 6-7 years and all. So when you start the 12 years event, we should go on more on talent scouting. In a raw, we should search for the raw talent. There we should help. But we have this scheme, but little more go on grassroots level, it will help. And I think big competition like maybe a cricket or maybe a shuttle and all, maybe they need more money and more on academies doing good. And maybe they should have give a lot of fees and all. No, that may be, but support is there from the government nowadays. People can utilize that, players can utilize that, and there should not have any competition there. See, I also have my own academy there in Kerala, and we are not getting any fees. Everything we are giving free. Everywhere players can come and participate. It's not that only for Kerala, for every state. And Uttar Pradesh girls are there, Maharashtra girls are there. So they can come and participate. And more on Kerala, I think people are coming in from outside. So what is happening in that, no? To get the school nationals or school state meet, school competition and championship, the other schools, maybe administration or teachers, they are not allowing the players to come and for the selection trials for when we give chances like this. That is happening. They should change. If you have that get opportunity, players should utilize it.
I have a question, ma'am. My name is Ifra. Ma'am, I wanted to ask that you have been a great athlete of the country and now you are a member parliament also and a sports administrator. So which role is challenging according to you and more demanding?
Sports or
Which of the roles, like being an athlete or the sports administrator, more challenging and demanding?
I should say please.
please speak your mind.
Political question. Any wrong thing that you say there?
That's all.
Just speak.
You have been a great athlete in the country. Now you are the member of parliament. Every role I have taken on, whether as an athlete, a member of parliament, or a sports administrator, has come with its own set of challenges and responsibilities. As an athlete, my focus was entirely on training, discipline, and achieving excellence on track. It was physically demanding, but I had control over my own performance. As member of parliament and sport administrator, the challenges are different. The responsibility is broader. As I am now working to shape policies, improve the sporting ecosystem, and address the concern of athletes at a national level. It requires navigating administrative frameworks, ensuring the right support structures are in place, and advocating for challenge that benefit sporting community. If I had to pick the most challenging role, I would say sports administration. Unlike competing on the track, where results are immediate, bringing meaningful challenge in policies, infrastructure, and athlete welfare takes time, persistence, and teamwork. But my passion for sports keeps me motivated, and I am committed to giving back to the system that made me whom I am.
Ma'am, a film on PT Usha is long overdue. I believe there was talk in 2019 that Katrina Kaif is going to play. What has happened to that? And I think Katrina Kaif is also aged by now. So who do you think will play you now?
ബയോപിക് നോമിനെ പറ്റിയുള്ള സിനിമ അത് ഇപ്പം നേരത്തെ കത്രീന കൈഫ് റോഡ് ചെയ്യുമെന്ന് പറഞ്ഞു. ഇപ്പം കത്രീന കൈഫിനും പ്രായമായി. അത് ആ ഒരു അത്ലറ്റ് എന്ന നിലയിൽ ഇപ്പം ഏത് നടിക്ക് ചെയ്യാൻ പറ്റും?
It's good that my biopic has not come earlier. Because when you see the biopic now, it has to come every stories. But my story means it will not finish, I think, within 2 hours. So it's my most challenging in all my life. I am always fight with whatever I do, and I do that. I wanted success. That I do work with the dedication, no doubt. The same for now, I am taking it. If I want to take sports in a very higher level, that is why lot of challenges I am doing now. The IO as an IOA president. So I think it's good that it didn't happen, and, and you can enjoy also story later on watching this. And I don't know. We'll see those who can act like what PT Usha did. So we'll select later on.
Do you have a choice, ma'am?
I don't have any choice. I don't have any choice.
Ma'am, I'm Rajesh.
Those who can run good. If somebody run in a very awkward way and showing that is PT Usha, it will very awkward.
Ma'am, I'm Rajesh, who covers politics, especially of BJP, more than other parties. I have a question. Right now we are in Rajya Sabha. Have you ever thought of joining active politics or any political party?
I never thought that one day I will become a member of parliament or IOA president. You know why? Because I am not at all interested in politics. I have a passion on sports, but whatever I do take charge, and at the end I wanted result. That I do every time. And as a parliament MP, I am doing everything with happy that I could do whatever I can do for the means not for the players, for the country people. Like my whatever I can do, I am trying my best. And even I took Adarsha Gram in my Kottayam. It's not from my village. It's Kottayam, no, and Valikatodu. 77 of the Prime Minister Modi's schemes I used it. 71 with that scheme itself I made it a very nice. Now I left with I think 3-4. And some tourist place something, and I wanted to some CSR for the house for 10 people. Yeah. Poor people. I'm doing very nicely, and it will be an like എന്താ പറയുക ഇതൊരു ഇതായിരിക്കും. It will be a ഒരു ആൾക്കാർക്കൊരു അല്ല എക്സാമ്പിൾ അല്ല ഒരു മോഡൽ maybe it will be a model gram. You can see later on, but I don't want to sit like an MP and go from there, and I comes for the parliament session, whatever the thing I can do for the I'll do, and then the same thing for this thing IOA. When I am there, it should be for good for the sports. For I will maximum for the benefit of the sports. I do my maximum. I am not a politician at all.
Okay, thanks.
What's your view on allowing transgender and intersex athletes as women athleting women's sports even?
ട്രാൻസ്ജെൻഡർ ഇന്റർസെക്ഷൻ ജെൻഡർ ഇല്ല, അവര് സ്ത്രീകളുടെ കൂട്ടത്തിൽ അത്ലറ്റുകളായിട്ട് പരിഗണിക്കുന്നതിനെപ്പറ്റി മാമിന്റെ അഭിപ്രായം എന്താണ്?
I think because we are saying about I think it will go to criticize if I say that now. No, because if you will make it as a highlight and this all will people will take something, it comes in this, in other will take it as that, no.
Ma'am, do you have any regret? Nowadays, there's a lot of brand endorsement going on. So, do you have any regret for that, ma'am?
I am not having any regret on that, but that time it was professionalism was not there, it was amateurism, but still some like in my time I did with Lifebuoy personal with Ravi Shastri and Kanandevendi and Indian Bank, like that I also done little bit, but the some formation only, we cannot go and get the money just like that, like it's not it's amateurism is there, no. I have to because otherwise if I go for everything for money, it is not possible to participate at that time. So I have no regret at all for that. I have not done I am telling you the truth that it's not that I ran for money or anything, but everything has come to me with my sports, that's all. Money or fame or everything for MP or IOA, this all because of my sports, nothing else. My concentration fully on sports at that time.
So we have seen recent cases
recent cases, being harassment cases in sports have come up. So, do you think you could create a safer space for women in sports as chief of?
We are doing it now. See, for the national games, very successfully we had happened, and we have separate committee for that. We made it, and we have done lot of publicity for that. When we form the committee and give lot of publicity and phone number and all those things outside, now then this will not happen. Also, we have already. We are doing it. We have to safeguard especially for the women. So at the same time, women should be very strong also. They should.
So, what is the most memorable moment of your life on track as an athlete? Most memorable, which you treasure?
Most memorable moment for me in a track, winning 4 gold medal and making all our country from 14 to 4 position is a great achievement. No, I made out of 5, 4 is my medal.
Yeah. Which was your favorite race? Man, that moment.
That naturally, that
we are also very proud of that.
Actually, I love to run 100, but the same time, my 400 hurdles was the happiest moment for all Indians at that time, because we were waiting up to athletics, no medal at all, no gold medal at all. So my first gold medal in 400 hurdles in Seoul Asian Games is a big achievement. And later on it came to 200, 400 relay. And it's and I go on positive. The things that I missed bronze, though I missed bronze, but if you go on that is also my great achievement. But I cannot be a happy cannot say that it is a happy moment for me, because always, even if you see that race, even now also I'll start crying. I can't just digest.
Some of which sports you watch outside of athletics? You watch football, cricket?
I like to watch football, and even cricket also I watch. If I have time. Cricket means I should have more time to watch.
So Messi is coming to Kerala. So will it change things in your home state?
I don't think if Messi comes in, lot of change you can see. But see, when Abhinav Indra won the gold medal in Olympics, no, people started calling in my school that is there any shooting center is there in my academy. People are crazy. So sometime it will be there, sometime it will be there, but we should make them continue that. We should support, when they get motivated with Messi's presence, we should make them continue that, no? We should support them for that. Then it will be. But it should not be like, it will remember only for 10 days, 15 days Messi. After 1 month, everybody will forget everything. And our system is more on like that. Even my event, why I am saying like that, no? In Los Angeles Olympic, I missed it by 1/100th of a second. But many people are saying, and PT Usha have no exposure, that's why she lost, and we'll give that training, we'll give this training. Lot of announcement, it came in the big statement, and but people will remember that is only for 1 month, 2 months. Forget everything, and then later on, after my started academy, my student did well. Tindu Luka won, and she did even under 2 minutes at six times. Nobody done in our country, in Indian history. But still, she also had the problem of exposure issue. So if people knows that, and if you want to do more on, help more on sports, could have been later on Tindu, they could have supported me to give exposure for Tindu, could have done much better performance, no? That is why our normal system is everything will be there, we will be motivation, everything, it will stay for 1 or 2 months, but we should make them continue that. We should, some system should
build up on that.
Related to that, I'm Kavita. Related to that question is, which country provides the best sports infrastructure, and how India should follow that so that we give a best sporting opportunities to our players?
That he can easily say that who is winning more medals in the Olympics, that they will have the all infrastructure and sports system will be good. That is why they are excelling. No, I think I don't know the New Zealand. I think before that they have won. Not more medals, and within 4 years they have won 10 medals, 10 gold medal and 10 other medal, and had come to 10 position. We can make lot of changes if we really want. And America is doing good, China is doing good. And
Where do you think intervention is needed which can lead to quick results, like you are citing New Zealand?
ma'am, this is what actually we should have the good system. Like when you give for the scheme, lot of good scheme, you should have good people to see that whether it is going in a proper way or not, or when the facilities are getting the proper talent or not. When you are having good, like if you are supporting grassroots level, the facility should go to the real talent. That has to be looked after well in. First, that is the first one. What it is not there, I think here.
What about Kerala? How do you rate
Kerala? I think have a lot of talent, and they are the role model earlier for even Kerala is done good in sports, especially in athletics. And they showed everything. We only have started sports division and sports schools, but I think they have to go more on call all these sports administrators and athletes and discuss and have to change. Lot of changes needed in Kerala now for the sports, and we should give more support for the players, those who are participating. When we bring the professionalism in sports, like when you go for a competition now, federation will not give money, and the athletes has to go for train ticket or maybe accommodation. Everything has to be done by the players, and it is tough for the players to do all those things. And so we should support the players for that, and then lot of change we have to have in Kerala.
So Haryana,
players will come.
Haryana and Punjab, mostly now we see more winners from these two states. So more
Haryana is doing good. They are supporting lot of. I think they are making lot of infrastructure also, and they are giving lot of incentives also, and the same time I think if I say it will be gone. But you have to see which state is players are caught for dope also. That you have to see, which state is players are because we are number one in dope. In our country is number one in dope. So something has to be done very, very urgently. So that every state, every association, we have to check that which state is doing good and which state is having lot of people and which game it is having more people caught.
So any more questions? Otherwise we can wrap it.
Ma'am also has another program.
Well, ma'am, I'm Nitin. As you mentioned that after Abhinav Bindra, you were getting queries regarding shootings and all in your academy. I just wanted to ask you, recently Neeraj Chopra, after his medals and his performance, are you getting queries about javelin also?
What I told you, it was right only earlier. Now javelin no need for me. Every athletic they will ask, na athletic academy everywhere they will. Now because after Neeraj only javelin importance has come to javelin. That is natural, but we should support. See, when I was doing hurdles, people want to do hurdles. So we should support. When my student did 800 meters and people started criticizing me that she's running very fast in first 400, that is why she's not able to win the medals, that this. But nobody is thinking that up to lot of Indian coaches, lot of foreign coaches and lot of national talented trainees are trained by very good coaches here, but nobody could do under 2 minutes. But this girl can only do under 2 minutes. Why? That nobody is realizing. Instead of that, people are criticizing me and it is giving class to me. But after Tindu Lukagon, who is there in 800 meters? See, last Sri Lankan girl who ran 2:04 won the medal in Asian Games. So it came, lot of people are in 800 meters when Tindu was there. Now Tindu is gone, now it is 800 also gone. Now Neeraj is shorted the way for javelin. Javelin can do, people should support. And that interest we should support. See, the Pakistan, the technique wise, Neeraj was super. Even if you don't like javelin, because it's on throw, na, but you love to see Neeraj throwing. So technique wise, he is perfect. Like what I understood, I saw his world junior gold medal also. And the Pakistan did his with the power. What I felt, I don't have any technical thing with the power, but not with the technique. So naturally, we can do good in our country. We should more support. So not like javelin or anything. Athlete can win the medal in world stage. But the problem here, we should support in grassroots level. And when it comes to the selection for the players, for the national meet, it should be a perfect one. And it should not be like last year, the last competition, 400 meters, because we give lot of importance here in our country, we give lot of importance for 400 relay and 400 men and women. But when it comes to gradually, when it comes to close to the competition, those who good, you have to select. Not that she is not in the camp, okay, you are not selecting, it is wrong. It happened with my trainee, Jisna Matthew. I trained her for 15 years. I know her lacking. She was the junior 400 champion. She was the youth 400 champion and Commonwealth youth medalist. And she have won the senior also silver medalist. She was an Olympian. But because of me training Jisna Matthew, after she came to the good performance in last trials for the Olympics, also not selected. And then at last they made some committee for 3 people to see, verify what this and what verification, whatever they think they will do that only. We should not be. It should be clearly for the merit we should give. It's not that somebody, see, if you participate all the competition in the season, it means that she is clear. If you don't compete, it is in middle, then you can say that she skipped. Maybe something is wrong on her. She may be in dope or that is why she skipped. You can say that. But this girl has participated all the competition. But these are, I am telling the example, these are all the things is very important to achieve the medals.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much.